off a 45-minute phone call, so.
Yeah, I tried to call and then figured you were yapping the ass off, so.
Yeah, it's one thing, then the next thing, and this thing. All right. I feel like, you know, these parks are not used enough. Alongside, you know, the rooftop over there.
Yeah, the rooftop.
I was thinking about that the other day.
And I thought it hasn't been used in a very long time.
Right. So.
Hey, it's fucking gorgeous up there, too.
Yeah, not wrong.
But no, I wanted to see, because I know that you was buying properties back. I was going to see if you was interested in Lumberco building.
How much?
I'm not sure yet.
I am very interested. I'm interested in buying like everything, and getting it put into hands under. So what I want to do is I'm buying a property and then I want to give it back out under like special leasing agreements, where effectively the people own it, but they just cannot, like, it would be relinquished if they decide to, you know, fuck off effectively.
Yeah. Because the initial idea is I still have to have a talk with DOC and Gary.
Yeah.
But the idea would be to hand over or sell the production part of Lumberco and the furniture over to him and the lifer, since they've got that little like workshop built up. And what I would do is we would take the orders as Lumberco employees, give the orders to Gary. Gary builds them. We pick them up and deliver them, and then we give him a cut of, you know, whatever we make, you know, material costs and all that shit. But we just, there's not a lot of people that want to do the job anymore, and it's becoming a lot harder. And that was the only real solution that I had. But I also,
understandable,
the building itself, where it's 9,700 square feet, it's empty. We have one room that has benches and a farm, and then the rest of it's just unutilized. And I feel like if it was like divvied out or like sectioned off, you could probably run like 5 or 6 businesses out of there. But we had the idea too, because we have shipping containers. I've not seen it yet, but fucking a storage facility where you, but the only thing is, and I was talking to Michael about it the other day, there's no contract law. So you can't really do that without it, because you have to have them sign a contract whenever they lease the storage thing. That way, you know, there's no liability issues.
I think you wouldn't. Yeah, there's a lot of different, like, separate angles to this conversation. One is there a need for contract law? I'd say possibly. I think it would be good because it would clear up some expectations for what a contract is and whatnot. I think that contracts could still be set up, but all it takes is a judge to be like, well, it doesn't exist. Well, even if something doesn't exist, it doesn't mean a contract becomes invalid, I would argue.
Yeah. Because you could effectively fit. I tried counting the other day on how many I can fit in there. I mean, you can fit 20 to 25 of those shipping containers in there, and those things hold a lot. So for somebody that maybe doesn't have access to storage or doesn't have access to a property that can store their shit there, the only thing is the liability comes with, you know, if like getting raided or something like that, or I don't imagine how that would work out. But
I mean, all it really takes is a dumb fuck to be standing on the outside with a gun, and then they could just raid that bitch.
Yeah, or like running into it, like with a gun, or during like an active situation or some shit like that.
Oh, like you're saying one. Yeah. I would say that that's a whole separate, yeah, that is a problem.
It's really the only thing I could think of that would kind of burn that entire business would be that one person, and you know, there's always going to be that one person. So
I think that is the challenge that Mr. K hit way back when. when he did his like K real estate. I forgot what it was. Like he was doing something along those lines a long time ago. In fact, a lot of the police officers had like bought property from him, but then he also subleased to other folks too. And that was an issue. Like, what if someone goes into someone else's thing? And
yeah. I remember he was buying houses in like a section of morph kind of thing, and multiple people were living there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were spitballing the idea because we know the lifers. Gary's really cooking with the whole, lifers manufacturing shit, and he's always looking for more things to have them be able to do. So the furniture thing was, a idea that was brought up, and he's been trying to shelf off the building for a while because he's just not utilizing it that way,
Yeah.
I just feel like it would be in better hands of somebody else at this point. I feel like with Lumber Co., it's kind of ran its course as in that building itself and kind of taken a different approach on how the production gets done and putting it in hands of production that is more consistent, where you got, more people available to do it, like the lifers.
Wait, did he dye his hair?
But it's also a way for the DLC to make money, because they would make money. They would get, a piece of that margin for, everything that we sell. So,
yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, so I'll chop it up like this. I mean, if you're down to sell it, we'll definitely be open to buying it. But the intent of it, like, it would really depend, right? Like if let's say I were to purchase it this week, my office would then decide, okay, is it better that we auction it out, right, to a first-time business owner type deal, or do we lease it out where it's like where it's set up where it gets re-auctioned every like 3 months or something like that? That'd be a bigger conversation that I'd have to have with my cabinet. Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah,
it's the number that I'd had for it was around 10 to 15. But only basing that off of, I think Princess had bought a property for like 11 not too long ago.
That I don't know what the fuck cooked shit she thought when she did that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, we could. I'd have to figure out from what would be reasonable. I would say that I would not use her number as a base because she's just signing checks, right? But I would make sure that it's a number that made sense, right?
Okay.
I just don't want to give a number right now to
I understand.
Have you been inside there, Nino?
Yep.
Like,
plenty
lately,
of times.
It seemed like the fucking place is huge, man.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
When I walked in there for the first time, I said, "What the fuck is this shit? This is fucking weird. Like it's a Walmart."
I mean, there's a third floor that doesn't even get used. That is bigger than a lot of the houses that's been sold, which is crazy.
Oh shit! Give me 1 second.
You're good.
All right. Gentlemen, I got to get going because I got a couple more calls and I got to fly out again in like 30 minutes.
That's fun.
Tomorrow.
It's basically all we needed to talk about. So.
Absolutely. Give me a call sometime tomorrow and around this time or earlier, and I should have a number.
Okay.
All right.